Welcome to the Witching Hour, a midnight broadcast from deep in the swamp on the outskirts of town. It is Sanity Awareness Month. Many people, through no fault of their own, are sane. The Witching Hour broadcast is hosting a fundraiser for the Miskatonic Asylum for the Incurably Sane, in the hopes that the asylum will be able to construct a new wing for people suffering from a temporary encounter with reality. Nestled between the gumbo shack and the surf and perch, there sits a humble diner, run by one Mica Pica, a gravy enthusiast and father of 4. Not too long ago, the Pica diner played host to an unusual phenomenon.
Round these parts, our threshold for weirdness is higher than average. Well, hell, the hills around the old mine glow at night, and there's a pocket dimension behind the dumpster next door. Now, you gotta have a thick skin. But when the weirdness affects your place of business, your livelihood, well, that's when you feel you've bitten off more than you can chew. You used to be famous for 2 things: cheap coffee and pie that could either create a corpse or revive one in under 5 mouthfuls. Everything was normal. Then came the ham. Oh, it started simple. Local farmer said he had some special stock. Well, I didn't ask questions. You don't when the meat looks good and you're behind on rent. I fried up that morning, sliced thick, sizzled just right. And the smell. Folks leaned in over their plates, took a bite, and next thing I knew, they were on the floor, rooting under the booth, snorting like the breakfast special had spoken to them personally. Now, some of them screamed bloody murder when they came to, swore I'd poisoned them, cursed me out, said they saw things in the dark that shouldn't be seen. But others, well, they came back for more, said they felt something, said it was beautiful. One woman told me she saw the forest the way a pig would, could smell that sweetness in the soil, the heartbeat of the earth itself. Well, I didn't know what to do except offer her more coffee. It probably would have blown over if it weren't for that kid who filmed the home episode that morning and posted it on a clock app.
There's this diner in the middle of nowhere that sold haunted ham, and everyone's freaking out because they got possessed by a ghost pig or whatever, which, sounds about right. I've been saying that meat is full of death energy, and you people just laughed. Well, who's laughing now? The ham? No, because it's screaming from beyond the grave. But yeah, no, sure. Keep telling me that I'm missing out on protein. Meanwhile, I'm over here spiritually aligned with my tofu. And don't come for me in the comments saying it's just a ghost story, because the real horror is your cholesterol. Stay woke, stay oat milked, and stay unhaunted. Hashtag soy supremacy. Hashtag superior by nature.
Since then, more influencers have chimed in about the haunted ham, including Almond Milk Prophet, Social Justice, Meat is Cancelled, and Yeast for Distance.
Yeast, 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 skirt, chop that, yeast, fry that, yeast, smoke that, skirt, skirt, steak, smoking ham from a bong.
Soon, the place was packed. Reporters, ghost hunters, even a pastor with a camcorder who started his own cult, religious community called Brotherhood of the Sacred Snout. Everyone wanted to try the haunted ham. The BSS ordered a substantial amount of ham for every Sunday service, and frequent customers of the Reefer Beaver started coming to my diner instead of going on their usual psychedelic experiences. Well, I never asked them why they preferred it.
Cheaper than weed, to be honest with you. It was by far the most far out of-body experience I never experienced. in my experience. Usually, I just go home and hotbox in the cupboard under my mom's sink. But she's been telling me to get outside more often, and giving my body over to the specter of a hog unites me with nature in a beautiful way. Yeah.
I should have been thrilled. Business was booming, but the nights got strange. I'd close up and hear snuffling from the walk-in freezer, pig squeals and static from the jukebox, eerie banjo riffs in the walk-in freezer for some reason. Once, I swear I saw hoofprints on the ceiling where no natural hog should trot. Once, while doing inventory, I felt a hot, snuffling breath and the tickle of pig whiskers on the back of my neck, followed by a deep, belching voice that said, "You got a purty mouth." And in my dreams, I wasn't me anymore. I was running through the woods, nose to the ground, chasing something golden buried under the roots. And more often than not, I woke up naked, filthy, along with everyone else who had experienced porcine possession that night. We began to share a walk of shame every morning, sneaking home behind bushes and trash bins, lest anyone know of our culinary transgression. I guess we all got a little haunted in us. Some folks find peace in the grave, others, well, they just keep digging.
In other news, if you see a creepy little goat boy cantering around, look away immediately. Though his top half is human, he still has rectangular pupils. Those pupils are doors to a space where time does not exist, and over the course of a millisecond or a millennia, you will see a montage of every way in which you will not die. By process of elimination, you can figure out exactly how your death will occur. The Witching Hour was written and edited by Hannah Kubiak and featured the vocal talents of Patrick Richert and Lexi Madden. The theme song was Lullaby by Kim Lightyear. Special thanks to The Witching Hour's Patreon supporters, Justin, Patrick, and Zach. You can become a patron at patreon.com/thewitchinghour broadcast for outtakes and bonus content.